So let's go to the magic of Skype and welcome in the one and only Gunnar Nelson. There he is, Gunnar, and I should apologize right off the top. I was in Las Vegas when I spoke to your dad, and I screwed up with the times, and so I told him later, and so I'm really sorry about that, and I hope it wasn't too big of an inconvenience for you.
No worries.
Okay.
Worries. I'm just chilling. Thanks.
All right. Yeah, it is great to talk to you as always. By the way, where are you right now?
I'm at my parents' house.
Okay. The Skype connection, I must say, is just phenomenal.
Yeah, we got the best internet possible here.
Are you in some kind of like attic or something?
Yeah, it's my parents' loft. Like the TV is just like next to the screen here, and you know, it's just kind of a bedroom where you lie and watch TV and chill. And I was just playing here with my boy like 5 minutes ago. He was jumping off there into the pillows, and that's why it's so messy.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I'm not judging. How old is he now?
He's 3.
3. And how are you liking fatherhood?
I love it. Yeah, I really do love it. Yeah.
Any plans for more?
Not for now.
Okay.
But well, we'll see. I will have more kids. I know that for sure, but I don't have anything scheduled.
Okay, fair enough.
If you will.
Is he starting to understand what his dad does for a living? Like, does he watch you? Does he get what you do?
Well, he wants to wrestle everyone, you know,
okay.
when he's around. I get a lot of guys over, you know, for this camp, and there's always somebody over at my house, you know, staying with me, training with me, and he just jumps on everybody and wants to wrestle right away. And he's also he does hit the bag sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
He bangs it out. I've had to stop him once when he was kind of attacking like a little puppy, or the puppy was attacking him. You know, they have these sharp teeth, and the puppy was jumping over him and stuff. And then my son Stewart is his name, Stewart Teed. He started fucking winging them bombs at him, just like left, right. And I had to kind of separate it and explain to him that only grapple, you know, no shots.
Wow.
But I don't doesn't watch fights. He doesn't watch fights.
No, you don't want.
I don't want him to watch fights.
Well, even yours? You don't want him to see you fight?
No. He's very, very young, and I don't think I don't know. I think he might pick up some of the stuff, and you know, he doesn't understand it, and maybe he does some of this stuff at his kindergarten or something. If he's watching fights, you know, watching MMA fights. So yeah, not yet.
What if in a few years, if he says to you he wants to be a fighter like you, would you be okay with that?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I would support him in anything he wants to do, you know, whatever it is.
All right.
But he definitely has some fight in him, I'll tell you that. So he might be a fighter. It wouldn't surprise me.
I have to be honest, Gunnar, when I found out that you were fighting Santiago Ponzinibbio, no disrespect to him, I was a little surprised. I thought after the Joban fight that you would get maybe a bigger name in this main event spot. What was your reaction when you were offered Santiago?
Yeah, we thought the same thing. You know, we were thinking we would get, you know, a top ranked guy, or at least, you know, I don't know, top 10 at least, and that's what they were trying to get us in London. And then they said after this, well, you're fighting Joban, and then after this, we'll definitely give you a top 10 guy or whatever, you know, top ranked guy. And then I guess they couldn't find him or whatever. I don't know what happened, but it was getting close, and I wanted to fight, and I wanted to be on that card as well. So Ponzinibbio stepped up, and I said yes.
Were you disappointed when they didn't get you a top 10 guy? Like, was it hard to initially get motivated for Ponzinibbio?
No, not really. You know how I am. I'm not really that fussed. You know, I would have liked him to get top 10, but when you realize it's out of the picture, or they said it basically wasn't going to happen, and there was nobody ready, or some people were injured or whatever. They just didn't have anybody for me. So you know, I'll take him, and you know, it's like I've said before, they're all tough guys, and I believe it's just part of my journey then.
You've had a lot of great performances in the UFC, but I thought that the last win over Jobin may have been your best yet. Do you agree with that? Is it possible that that was your best performance, that you put it all together? I thought on the feet, on the ground, it just was flawless. Is there another one that you thought was better, or do you think that that was the best yet?
Well, I definitely think I'm the best I've ever been, so it makes sense. You know, I have been. My last few camps have been really, really good, and like I've said before, I've kind of changed a little bit as a fighter. I've learned how to put things a bit better together, and as well as just pace myself better. Being able to corner my opponents and read the situations and maybe take a little bit more time. Whereas before it would be more just instinct and maybe just, you know, just killer mode, because I would get away with so many fights just going in there and doing whatever I do right away, do my best right away, and that would usually finish the fights first round. So get into like a bad habit, because then when you fight the very toughest guys in the world, you need to be more calculated.
Right.
So I feel like I've changed, definitely.
Did that come maybe after the Maia fight, or do you think that that's just a result of growing up and evolving as a fighter, maturing as a fighter? When did that start to change for you?
Yeah, just slowly changing, and you know, the couple of losses that I've had, you know, they teach you a lot. You know, losses like that teach you a lot. So yeah, I think it's just through the years, through the fights that I have, and definitely after the Maia fight, you know, a few things clicked. You know, for my preparation for getting ready for the night as well, and like, yeah, we changed our camp a bit up. We, like I've said before, it was a different kind of conditioning routine, and then, you know, just kind of calculate the fight more, you know.
Well, you
basically.
say
Not that I haven't changed towards watching my opponents a lot or anything like that. I'm still not a big believer in that. I know, like, if somebody wants to watch him and then tell me what he does and stuff, that's okay. That's fine. But my read, my first read is gonna be when I get in there. I can watch a little bit what he does and stuff, but my read is gonna be in there.
Huh.
And I think that's very important to me, to get that feel, because I don't want to have an idea of. I've done that before, and it just doesn't work for me. Not the way that I fight, not the way that I think, or, you know, my yeah, I don't like that. So I like to go in there and read the energy. I can't do that through videotape, because I guess what I'm fighting off of is something that you can't really see on tapes or something. I'm not sure, but
so in the past,
yeah.
you've actually you've studied your opponent at length via videotape, and you feel like you performed worse when you kind of went in sight unseen and reacted exactly to what he was doing and flowed off of that.
Yeah,
Wow.
something like that. Like coming in there and having an idea of how he's gonna do these things and this and that is just. I felt like that was worse than coming in open-minded, completely open-minded, and just watch and have no idea. Like, obviously, you have some idea. You've seen most of these guys fight, but that's not what I'm talking about. It's like making a game plan for certain opponents. Some do just a light little game plan. Some do like very strict. So I don't like that. I like going in there and, like you say, react and get that first read in there, you know.
Where did you train for this fight? In Iceland, or did you go to Dublin at all?
No, I was in Iceland for this whole camp. We had lots of guys over here. Couple of guys from Ireland.
Okay.
Well, Luka is Croatian, but he lives in Ireland, trains in Dublin, SBG. And then Peter Queally from Ireland.
Yep.
SBG Dublin. Abner from the Ultimate Fighter series from Barcelona. He came over here. He was in the series with Artem.
Yep.
You probably remember that, yeah. And Matthew Miller, he's been here a lot with me. Canadian, really good wrestler.
Will John Kavanagh be in your corner? Obviously, he's helping Conor prepare for the boxing match, but will he be in your corner on Sunday?
Yeah.
Great.
I believe so.
Yeah. Is this funny for you what is it like to see your good friend of so many years, training partner, close friend, prepare to fight the greatest boxer of all time, arguably? How would you this is crazy stuff.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty damn crazy, you know? But I'm excited for it, you know. It's exciting. It really is, and I look forward to seeing it, you know. It's mental to think about that. That's nice for him. It really is crazy, you know. I couldn't have seen that coming.
You're actually surprised, knowing him like you do.
Yeah, even knowing him really well and all that, and everything that he's done and that he does, even I was surprised. I did think for a while that Floyd was just like, you know, he was never gonna fight him. It was just like get on that train and get all that attention and just, you know, create all this fuss about it, but just for attention and for his whatever websites and all that kind of stuff, you know. But I guess it's gonna happen, you know.
So usually when he prepares for a fight, you're a part of those camps. I mean, you're very valuable to him. But this time, are you going to be a part of this at all, this experience?
No, I don't believe so. I mean, if he wants me to help him out after this fight, then I'll definitely help him out. There's no doubt. But I think he's using different partners for this, so it makes sense.
Will you attend the fight?
I would love to. I don't know yet. I heard it's really tough to get tickets and expensive, but I'll see. Maybe I'll get. I know I have a few friends here that really want to go.
Yeah.
But they've said the same thing, that it's pretty hard to get tickets to that thing. So we'll see. But it's gonna be a good night anyway.
Do you have a prediction?
Yeah, I'm with Conor. You know, that's I know there's obviously he's going against the greatest boxer, arguably of all time, in his game. You know, It's his game. It's boxing. But what I see there as well is that Floyd is not fighting a boxer this time. He's just fought boxers, but this time he's not fighting a boxer. I know they're gonna box, but Conor isn't really a boxer. His style is gonna be different than any of his opponents ever. Very, very different. And he's gonna capitalize on that. He's gonna use that. He's gonna use everything that's not boxing, you know, that you won't see in boxing. And he's also a southpaw, and he's bigger than him. And I think all these factors are going to be in Conor's favor. I know if he'll catch him with his left hand, it's going to put him down. It's going to put Mayweather down. But obviously Mayweather is very fast. He's like we all know, one of the best boxers of all time. So it's exciting.
By the way, these days in Iceland, is this when it doesn't get dark at all? Like at night, is it sunny all day, all night, 24 hours?
Yeah. It's been messing some of the guys over coming over here, and like we're training usually late fight time, and then when we get out, we just chill at the gym for a while, and then we're getting out midnight, and it's bright.
Oh.
Like the sun is still out, and they're like, "Let's go." They're having problems with going to sleep and stuff.
Wow. How long does that last?
But, well, it said it's peak the 21st of June.
Okay.
And then it kind of starts darker and darker, you know. And I mean, it's still very bright now.
Yeah.
It will be into like August. Yeah, beginning of August, it'll get dark at night. You know, I think.
Does that mess you up, or are you just used to it because you grew up this way?
Yeah, I love it. To be honest, I love both polars of this. I also enjoy the winter when it's like always dark almost.
Oh.
You know, didn't always like, you know, going into school in the morning. You go in pitch black and freezing cold. 8 o'clock in the morning, you're going to school, and then you're leaving at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's pitch black again.
You like that? What do you like about that? That's depressing.
Yeah. It's cozy. If you got a good cozy game,
yeah,
you're settled.
By the way, when you head out to Scotland tomorrow, Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday morning.
You're at your parents'. Are they going to make you a nice sheep's head or something before you head out, or is that not good for the diet?
It is. I'm actually very good on the diet right now. I'm very light. I've been eating whatever I'm under 80 kilos right now, and I feel great. It's been the best. This has been the best camp I've ever had, to be honest.
Wow.
But we had Sheepshead not too long ago. So
okay.
Tonight is cod.
Cod? Like fish?
Yes.
Oh, that's not that exotic. We have that here too. Sheepshead, different story.
Yeah.
Last thing for you. I know you're not this type, but I'll try anyway. Since you didn't get the top 10 guy that you were looking for, if all goes well against Santiago, is there someone in mind for the back end of the year that you'd like to fight?
Again, anyone at the top, then, you know, preferably top 5, you know. But as I said before, my mind doesn't really work that way. I don't really put faces on my opponents anyway, and I don't, you know, but I just want to fight the top guys. That's it. I don't care who it is or what kind of style he has. You know, I like to face all of them eventually, and I like to face all different styles. Somebody I haven't faced definitely would be great. But I would also like to get the chance to fight Maia again at some point. You know, that's like a little dream of mine. You know, I would like to be able to challenge him maybe for the title if he gets it, which I hope he does.
You think he beats Woodley?
That's not. I think he definitely can. Yeah, I think so. I'm rooting for him anyway. I pretty much always root for him when he's fighting, except when he fought me. But that didn't help, did it?
I would still. I would love to see you versus Wonderboy. I know John Kavanagh was pushing for that after the Jobin fight. I mean, what a styles matchup that would be. If all goes well on Sunday, I would love to see that. Do you share those feelings?
Yeah, definitely.
Tremendous.
I'd love to fight him.
All right. Well, first things first, Santiago Ponzinibbio this Sunday in Scotland, main event on FS1 here in the United States. Great to catch up with you, Gunnar. Thank you very much for the time. And again, sorry for changing the schedule, but I really appreciate you coming on early. And please say hello and thank you to your father as well.
All right. Thanks very much. Thanks for having me. No problems with the schedule.
All right. Appreciate it. There he is. One of the very best in the world, Gunnar Nelson. This Sunday, he returns to action again on FS1. And it's a fun card. It's a really fun card in case you felt like it sort of flew under the radar. There are some interesting names, of course, Cynthia Calvillo against Joanne Calderwood. That's a very important fight in the strawweight division. It's taking place at the SSC Hydro in Glasgow. Stevie Ray against Paul Felder. Last fight on Stevie Ray's contract. And Paul Craig is coming back. Bunch of familiar names. Leslie Smith, Brett Johns, Charlie Ward. The list goes on and on.